Tyrone, could you just talk about just the disappointment in the D-line room when you heard about McCoy saw him go down?
Yeah, obviously it's never fun to see a fellow D lineman go down. Having a guy like that you just get to know, just get to make part of the family. It's always sad to see, but I obviously have a lot of faith in our training staff and also a lot of experience, as you guys know. And I know they'll get him back and get him back right and get him back on that field better than ever.
You obviously went through with the Achilles there early in your career on a non-contact kind of individual drill deal. What's the feeling you get when it's that way, when it's not hey, there's a big pile up and bodies collide? Is there any just gut type feeling you get from that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you never want to get injured and have things like that happen that affect your career. But, even worse, happening, on a drill like when I tore my Achilles just in, a simple pop-up bag drill, just running in our first couple of days of training camp, nice and slow and steady. And, had my Achilles pop. It's never fun to get it happen like that because, you weren't even competing at that time. And, it's just, it's a different feeling than if it was to happen during, a physical football play and, against your teammates and stuff like that.
What have you guys been told about how serious it is?
I haven't been told much. Went to go see him after practice and, just to, show my love and hopefully, he can bounce back. But whatever it is, I know the trainers will take care of it to the best of their ability. And I know him from what I've got to know of him. He's strong-willed and he'll get it done and get back on that field as soon as he can.
Can you talk a little bit about what you went through physically this all season to get back and the difficulty of it and just how you're feeling now?
Yeah, obviously I had 2 hip surgeries and, went through some difficulties at the beginning, obviously, just with movement and just rehabbing because I got both of them done. So, I had to wait 2 weeks after, or 6 weeks after I got my first one done to get my second one done. And, it was a little bit difficult to get them both going. But, finally, a couple months ago, got them going really strong, got my squat back and got a lot of strength back and got to get rolling on some football drills and bounce back pretty quickly.
Back to McCoy for a second.
Yep.
Tristan Hill was obviously a young kid last year. Now he's going to probably pick up some more PT. Just your thoughts on Tristan and what you saw last year and what you've been seeing so far in camp.
Yeah, Trigger Trey, man, that guy is he's an animal. A lot of last year was him just growing up and growing into a pro, and now I've seen with his off-season work and just his mindset and mentality coming into this thing. I've seen him become a pro right before my eyes, and we've had a lot of good conversations so far over some meals, and I can see it in him. I know he's focused, he's hungry, and he wants it. So he's got some good opportunities ahead of him, and I just hope he takes advantage of them because I love my young guys, and I want to see them do the best they can do.
Tyrone, as the signings on the defensive line piled up over the offseason, what were you thinking about that?
I was thinking, it's good to get some good rushers in here, and good to, get some good guys in here. Obviously this coaching staff and ownership and the higher ups on this team know what they're doing. It's good to get these guys in here, and it's been good to get to know them too. Great guys. It's been a blessing to be able to have guys beside you being. That they want to get that quarterback just as bad as you, so it's been it'll be fun.
You've been known to play a lot of positions, defensive line, defensive tackle. I guess you're a true defensive lineman now. You talked about the 3-4 and your role in the 3-4 and Marcus Lawrence standing up as outside linebacker. What's that going to look like for you guys?
Yeah, man. Again, I go back to how it's been for me since I signed my contract. You know, I signed my contract as a guy that, you know, maybe moved around, well, is going to be moved around, and has to know, you know, every position on the D-line, and, you know, that's still my role. You know, obviously they want me to know every position on the D-line, and that's what I do. I study to know every position, and I work at every position. So, you know, wherever I'm needed, I go. It's been obviously fun for DeMarcus getting to stand up a little bit more and, you know, just do some different things. He's obviously he likes to experiment with, you know, a lot of his rush and a lot of his stances, so he's going to have fun with this, and I think he's going to do well.
What have been your impressions of Coach McCarthy in the, you know, really the first couple of weeks you've been around the guy?
Yeah, love Coach McCarthy. I love you know, how he handles the team. Love his team meetings and just you know, his interaction with us. It's been great to, you know, get to know him better. And you know, he's a guy from Pittsburgh, and you know, just like my defensive line coach, they're similar. You know, northern guys. You know, so it's been fun to get to know them, and I feel like he's going to do a great job as a head coach of his football team, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
How does he interact with y'all? Is he joking around? Is it kind of serious? Just kind of describe that.
I guess he interacts with us however he needs to. You know, if it's a time where he jokes, he'll joke. If it's time he needs to be serious, you know, we get the serious out of him. But you know, every time is appropriate, and he's never really, you know, I've never seen him step out of line with, you know, anybody man to man. He's just a very, I guess, respectful and really good coach.
Tyrone, what are the biggest differences in the defense so far that you're seeing, and how do you go about learning the new playbook or the new techniques?
Biggest differences is, you know, I guess not getting up the field as fast for the defensive linemen, and kind of keeping those linemen off the linebackers a little bit more. You know, I'm sorry, I don't remember the second half of your question, but you know, the playbook, it was difficult at the beginning, but it turned into, you know, just how our coach coached it. It turned into an easy style playbook that, you know, we just, you know, if we know exactly what we're doing, we know, you know, the three things that we need to know, we can get any play in, and we can have fun with it.
You've been in this market for a long time. Does it still surprise you, some of the criticism that Dak gets?
Absolutely.
Especially on social media? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Absolutely. I mean, the man's a beast. If you can't see it, who cares? You know, I mean, he does exactly what he's told to do, and he does it at a very high level. You know, I'm a huge fan of Dak. Not a lot of quarterbacks that I can say that about, but Dak is, you know, one of my favorites. He's a professional on and off, and you know, he does his thing. I mean, anybody talking about him, I don't think they really know football. And yeah, the guy gets the job done. I can't really say much more.
Tyrone, with the injuries that you've rehabbed over the years, and you've rehabbed all of them, but has your skill set changed any from when you came into the league first? Are you the same type player that you were when you came in?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the way I would describe myself, you know, I'm a Boise guy, so you know, I just try and get after it. I try and go as hard as I can every play, and wherever I'm at, whatever I'm told to do, I try and get it done. You know, and I do my best to get it done, and I feel like I've done a really good job at performing my task or whatever was told for me to do. I do it. There's a reason, you know. Obviously, I'm still here, so you know, I'm just, you know, high motor, I guess you guys would call it, and I just love to be that type of guy. I would call myself a soldier, and I won't change.
Like you said, you've been here, you've seen a lot of different renovations, if you will, of this defensive line. Does this group have the chance to be the best overall across the defensive front, do you think, or how does it stack up to some of the others in the past?
Yeah, I mean, you know, no disrespect to, you know, my past D-lines that I've played with, but this is a very good D-line. We got a lot of good add-ins with a lot of good rushers that have proved themselves, you know, over their career, and you know, we definitely have a chance, you know, to be one of the top D-lines that the Cowboys have had in a while. You know, so I'm just excited to get with these guys and you know, get after it. It's gonna be fun.
lot's been going on. A lot's been going on in the country with social justice, and how difficult were those conversations you guys had internally as players?
I mean, they're always difficult, you know. There's a lot of sides, there's a lot of opinions, you know, in the locker room and, you know, outside the locker room and through social media. Everybody's got you know, a voice now, and everybody's got an opinion, and you know, to find the common ground and, you know, go about it as pros is the way we want to do it, but also, you know, make it known, you know, what we're passionate about. So, you know, as a locker room, we've talked, and, you know, I feel like, you know, we're not ever going to do things without a plan and without thinking about it first. So, you know, that's just how we're probably going to go about that.
Tyrone, can you talk to us a little bit about the Protest to Progress initiative? I think you first mentioned to us some of this policing stuff back in November 2018, and then we was like, well, let's wait and let's do something before we tell you more.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously it's an ongoing project.
Scott Purcell,
Sorry.
can you go?
Obviously, you know, it's an ongoing project, and you know, when we started, you know, the things that we were trying to achieve, you know, kind of took a big shift with a lot of things that happened this year. So, you know, we obviously didn't want to release things to give us any type of bad light or any confusion, you know, outside of you know, what the goal is. So we obviously want to make our goal clear, and we want to be together and as a team, not only just, you know, the guys that were in the video that everyone saw. We want to make it, you know, clear as a team that, you know, we're doing this together, and this is something that we all want to see, you know, accomplished and reached.
Which of the conversations y'all have had has stood out the most to you?
What's that, sorry?
Which of the conversations with local law enforcement or community leaders has stood out most to you?
You know, I think there's a bunch of them that stood out, but you know, I've taken some ride-alongs, something, you know, I never saw myself doing that, but I've taken some ride-alongs to, you know, just get that experience. And you know, obviously the experience is not a fun one, you know, as a police officer to you know, even go into just a fight at the basketball park. You know, there was a call that when I was in the car, and there was a group fight at the basketball park, and you know, they were like, you know, you're gonna get out the car with me, and we're gonna go up there together. And I'm like, nah, I think I'm gonna stay in the car on this one. You know, I don't know what could possibly happen. And you know, just for them to have to, you know, walk into situations like that where, you know, they don't know what type of you know, people they're walking towards, if they've had a bad day, if they're, you know, stressing about, you know, anything they're stressing about. I mean, if they don't, you know, they don't have money, or, you know, whatever is going through those people's mind that are fighting on the basketball court, you know, they could take a turn easily, and, you know, that's not a comfortable situation. So that was kind of eye-opening for me. And, you know, there's also a lot of other things, but that's one thing I can just remember and tell you guys today.
Gerold McCoy and certainly Don Terry talked about kneeling. I know Don Terry said it's something he wants to do. I know you said we're going to do whatever as a team, but, you know, people have individual feelings on this issue. How are y'all going to handle things like that? In the past, you guys haven't kneeled during the anthem.
Yeah, I think we just have to have more conversations, you know, about it as a team, and you know, and go about it the right way. You know, obviously, the thing that we're trying not to do is cause controversy. So, you know, we're just trying to figure out, you know, how we could, you know, I guess, do things the way that we want to do it, but, you know, also, you know, in a way that is, I guess, common ground amongst the locker room.
How do you protest without controversy?
You know, I don't know. This is an American thing you guys are talking about, man. I'm Canadian. I'll get into these problems with my teammates, and you know, a lot of the things that need to happen, they need to happen. So whatever we need to do, we will do, but we'll do it as a team.
All right, thank you.
Gallimore.
Let's go one more in. Sorry.
What's up?
Neville Gallimore, the rookie third-round pick.
Canadian. Big dog.
What have your impressions been of him so far?
Animal. I like him a lot. You know, I think he's got everything you need. He gets off the ball. He's got power, and you know he plays like a professional already, and he acts like it as well. So, you know, I feel like he's got a huge future here with the Cowboys, and you know I hope you know he just keeps his head down and works and does what he does because he's a beast.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah.